What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Death of the Asia. I just had to hop on here real quick while I have it fresh on my mind and talk about the Trae The Truth Zero altercation that happened recently in Houston at 50 Cent's Tycoon event that just so happens to be one of Jay Prince's venues. Unfortunately, there were video clips surfacing showing Zero being in a fetal position and actually getting pounded on by guys that's part of Trae The Truth camp. We do know that Zero and Trae The Truth, they have a long history of animosity with each other. I wouldn't necessarily call it beef because, to be perfectly honest with you, we, the people, don't even know exactly what is going on between Trae The Truth and Zero. Every time they mention it, they say it's internal, it's a family affair type thing. Apparently, Trae The Truth and Zero are actually blood cousins, so they always talk about it's a family affair. I don't understand it because it's been going on for years at this point. Oh, a long time. Ever since I moved to Texas, I've been, privy to this actual beef between Zero and Trae The Truth. So it was so unfortunate that all of this unraveled in the middle of the street. And you had to see someone like Zero, who is highly respected in the Houston streets. Trae The Truth is respected as well. I know they have people on different sides, but as far as the hip hop scene in Houston, Trae The Truth and Zero are actually legends, right? So it's unfortunate to see two Houstonians who are very important to the contribution of hip hop fall out like this to where it comes to blows. Now, there's been a whole bunch of people that's come out and they've given their explanation as to what transpired the night when Zero allegedly got jumped on. So some people are saying that Zero did not get jumped on. Others are saying that he actually did get jumped on by Trae The Truth in his camp. What I want to do first is show y'all the clip of Zero's response to. I want to show y'all the clip to Zero's response to what happened that night. I'm not going to show the fight video. I'm sure if you hear, you're aware of what transpired. You've seen the video. I'm not going to show that because of the YouTube community standards. I don't want my video to get blocked. So TMZ was able to catch up with Zero and get his side of the story. So I'm going to play that for y'all. And I'm going to give my commentary on what I think about his response. And then following that, I'm going to show you Trae The Truth response to Zero. So here's the clip from TMZ.
Business. And when I walked outside, it was like I'm called over to the side of a Sprinter van. And he was like, hey, when you get finished doing that, come take this walk with me right quick. And I was like, you talking to me? I had to make sure he was talking to me because, I mean, I see you everywhere. You see me everywhere. And I'm like, I want to be sure he was talking to me because it was a couple of people out there. So he was like, yeah, I'm talking to you. So when I walked over there, like the only thing I saw after that was this. Like I'm looking this way and then I see this and then you feel multiple fists and I guess feet. So when the video comes on, it's me making sure like, oh, nah, I'm not gonna go home looking like, I just fought a football team. So, I'm this. And when I get up off of the, when I get up off of the ground, now it's like, now I see who it is. So and when I look up the first person I see, I go at him. Then obviously the police won't let me get to him. So then whoever else there is, I'm trying to get to them. But it's kind of like, they not gonna let me get to anybody at this point. You can hear a woman on there like, okay, nah, you got to give him his now. Like, yeah, y'all jump this man. Y'all gonna cut on the camera at the end But I mean, hey, man, I don't even live my life like that. You know what I'm saying? I got too much positive shit going on. I obviously didn't expect no shit like that, really. I thought it was gonna be words of change. And to be honest, I thought it was the conversation that needed to be had, I guess, for the last decade. I'm not even gonna say was needed to be had, but it would have been something that I would have appreciated the conversation. But yeah, I was led in to believe that I was going over here to have a conversation, and then when I get over there, yeah, it was a sneak attack. People just grow apart. Like, it was no beef. It wasn't no beef. We just stopped. I think around 2012. I think we just stopped. I just told my DJ, man, like, hey, this shit ain't right. Let's just pack up and leave. So we packed up and left, and I never said anything to him ever since. And this is like 10 years ago. It wasn't never no beef. It wasn't no beef. It was no misunderstanding on nothing. It was just two people grew apart. We separated. It wasn't an argument. It wasn't nothing going on. It was just, you know, I noticed some shit. The energy was off, and I told my DJ, and I told my homie, like, hey man, look, let's just pack up and let's just go back to Houston. If we go back to Houston right now, we can catch V Live before it's closed, and we can go throw this money we made on tour. So it was no bad blood. There's a lot of people upset about this, and strangely, I don't know. I must be getting old, or I must be getting wise or something. Because strangely, I'm not upset. Like, I'm not upset at all. But like, I think people in the streets are taking this shit harder than I'm taking it, and just I'm like, my hands are tied right now. So, in terms of resolution, whatever me and those people got to do to get some resolve, maybe that'll get some resolve on their end. But it's people that love me out here, like it's people that love them out here. And to know what happened to me and catch the tail end, and the people that were there that caught it from the beginning, is like, nah, man, that's a black eye in the streets for real. So I can't answer you when you're talking about a resolution, because I have my thought as a man. I have my thought as a you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of siding with this man.
All right, so there was Zero telling his side of the story. It was a lot of holes in the story that he told. A lot of it is just not connecting for me. First, he was talking about him being ambushed. Now, later on in the video, he was saying that there wasn't any bad blood between them, and they hadn't talked since he packed up with his DJ and left. That sounds like a lie to me, because everybody knows that Zero and Trae The Truth they've had tension for years. Everybody know this. The only thing that we didn't know is the source of the tension. That's the only thing. So I don't understand why Zero got up here and try and make it seem like there wasn't no type of issue. And then you also, in the same breath, you say it's a conversation that you thought you was having a conversation that y'all should have had a long time ago. How you gonna say that there wasn't any bad blood if you felt like this man was pulling you to the side in order to have a conversation to resolve y'all previous issues, right? None that part don't make sense. I would have preferred for him just to not say anything if he was gonna come on here and start trying to mask the situation and make it look better than what it is. Cause it ain't no way in the world you getting punched on if y'all don't have a problem with each other. Stop lying. So I feel that Zero messed up when he thought that everything was sweet. Okay, so even though you get on this camera and you telling people that there's no bad blood between you and Zero or whatnot, even though you said that, um, you also, we know that there is bad blood. So you put yourself in a position to where you end up feeling as though you've gotten ambushed. If you got a problem with somebody, even though you got up here lying saying y'all didn't have a problem, but we know y'all got a problem with each other. You got beef or plex with somebody or animosity with somebody. why are you letting that particular person pull you to the side anyway? Nah, if you got a problem with me, if there's some tension, I'm not going moving, getting pulled to the side with you. We could talk right here if you got something to say. I'm not following orders or going anywhere with somebody that I got an issue with. I don't care what type of issue it is. You're not pulling me to the side. If you really wanted to talk to me about the situation, of course, this event is not the time to be talking about the situation. Whether they have each other phone number or not, still, his camp could have got with his camp, and they could have exchanged numbers and had a phone call conversation instead of, oh, when you see me out, pull me to the side and let's talk. Zero said that they've seen each other or whatever previously. So what makes you think at this particular time is sweet? So I feel that Zero walking off with Trae The Truth was something that he shouldn't have did. I can't blame, I can't, you know what I'm saying, really knock the man for it. It just wasn't a smart move for him to do that. And then he made it seem like he did not know who hit him first. So word on the street is Trae The Truth punched Zero, and then his camp jumped in. So that's the word on the street. Zero say when he was down on the fetal position or whatnot, he wasn't aware of who it was that was hitting him, and he was talking about he don't know if he got stumped. I don't think he know is he was catching blows and he was just trying to protect himself. At this point, at the rate that it's going, it's one of those things where they just need to leave it alone and let it be. It don't seem like it's something that deep for it to get to the point where they're out there in the middle of the street fighting at this big old age. But whatever. So afterwards, Trae The Truth, he comes and he gives his response after Zero made his video. And Trae The Truth had a little bit of hostility and misplaced anger to me that I really didn't appreciate, because Trae The Truth was trying to talk like people who are talking about the situation don't know what they're talking about. And he got a problem with the bloggers and vloggers having something to say about it. You shouldn't have been out fighting then. We clearly see a video. There is a video that's surfacing. I have the clip. I'm just not going to play it. It's the video that is surfacing where Zero is in the fetal position getting pounded on by somebody. So y'all definitely had a fight. So trying to talk down on people and make it seem like we're tripping because we have something to say about what transpired. You got misplaced anger. And Trae The Truth did confirm in his video that there has been a problem with them throughout the years, and it's an internal affair. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Trae The Truth's response, and I'm gonna give my commentary on that afterwards as well. Here's his response.
Hey, yo, check this out. I'm gonna address this one time only, man. I feel like I'm at a point in my life I'm not gonna sit here and let stuff just linger around. But I do feel I owe it to people to know, especially people who really rock with me, man, to know the situation that they trying to paint, the narrative they paint, this shit is false. Not no 7-on-1 situation. Wasn't no blindside ambush. That's not what this is. This was family business, internal stuff that's been going on for 10, 15 years. That's probably been building up and just spilled over into shit, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing, I'm watching all these blogs and everybody say some of the stuff they say when they don't know. Me and this man held a conversation for damn near 2 hours the day after. You know what I'm saying? Probably a conversation that was needed to be had. But it's just so crazy to watch so many people try and put their 2 cents in and think they know what they talking about and say this, say that. And look, I'm not on here to be trying to defend nothing. What I will tell you is those who know my character know I always been stand up. They know I don't do no fuck shit, man. Probably got one of the biggest hearts ever. But they also know I stand up for what I stand up on. If in any way I feel disrespected, I'ma stand up. I'm a man. You know I'm human. Sometimes we do things out of emotion that may mess us up. Sometimes we do things that we rightfully feel is right. What I can say is, man, the situation and this internal stuff, man, you know, it's crazy because we've been fighting our whole life. Our whole family always fights. So it's just different now because it's always cameras and it's always social media and people with opinions. It ain't no hate for that, man. You got to understand, I'm never going to let nobody hurt or harm him. You know, and that's just, it's as simple as can be. As far as the blogs, as far as everybody who has something to say that I'm seeing, just, you know, you got to keep that same energy. For those who really rock with me, you know, if I let y'all down, that's on me. I stand on that, and, you know, I accept my accountability. But other than that, man, it is what it is, dog. I'm not going to let people keep adding fuel to the fire, keying it up or gassing it up.
And so this is my thing with Trae The Truth, right? His video response makes absolutely no sense to me. He's deflecting and he's misplacing his anger, and he's making it seem like it's everybody else's fault but his that we're talking about this. Dude, you are a Houstonian legend. Like you and Zero are legends in the game, and y'all was fighting. We're gonna talk about it. What are you saying? He's giving me dysfunctional family. You know, you have those hood dysfunctional families or whatever. They will fight each other, but they don't want somebody else to fight them. That's what it's sounding like. So he's minimizing the situation because of the fact that he just looking at it, it's me fighting a relative and everybody should mind their business because this is family business. No, sir. You cannot get in the middle of the street and have a whole smackdown going on in the middle of the street and tell everybody to mind their business. You need to mind your manners. And for him to sit there and say, oh, it wasn't an ambush, it wasn't anything like that, then explain to us, Trae, how did the fight start? That's what I want to know. At least Zero was able to tell us how the fight started. You saying it wasn't an ambush. If you're going to say it's not an ambush, then you need to explain to us what started the fight. That's what I want to know. And then the fact that he made mention of, we don't know that he had a conversation with Zero for 2 hours after the altercation, as if we're missing some information. That's neither here nor there. We don't care about the fact that y'all were able to talk like sensible adults after the fight. That has nothing to do with us. I couldn't care less that you and Zero talked on the phone 2 hours after the fight, when y'all should have been talking sensibly to each other prior to throwing hands. It makes absolutely no sense for you to try and get on here and make us to believe that Zero didn't get jumped or somebody didn't swing on Zero first, or it wasn't like how Zero said, for the simple fact Zero was by himself. You got to count. And you're not the one seen in the video clip in the end punching on Zero. It's somebody from your camp that's punching on him. Trae The Truth also went on to say that he wouldn't let nobody hurt or harm Zero. Didn't look like to me he was trying to stop anybody from putting hands on him in that video clip that's surfacing. This right here, it makes absolutely no sense. They need to really get it together. Word on the curb is Jay Prince is upset with them because of the fact that they got into the fight, and not only the fact that they got into the fight, but because it was at his venue. They out here acting like these youngsters. If I'm not mistaken, these guys is every bit of 44, 45 years old, or maybe older at this point. They're in their mid 40s at this point, and they out there having this geriatric fight. Like, what's really going on? I hope they get it together. I hope they can get some sense about themselves and use this moment as a way to promote doing some music together, or drop an album or something. I would really actually love to see them, and maybe I'm just a wishful thinker, I'm just a dreamer, but I would love to see them use this moment and just take control of the narrative and use this moment for real reconciliation. Drop some music and let all of this stuff go away and leave it alone. Like they ain't gotta be the best. They don't have to be besties. They don't have to be lovey-dovey or whatnot. But the ongoing beef is just utterly ridiculous, especially considering the fact that neither one of them could come out and say what it is about. So it sounds like to me, instead of telling the absolute truth about what happened, what they are doing in their videos is, in a sense, and this might sound crazy, but in a sense, it's like they're still trying to protect each other publicly. As far as the media is concerned, neither one of them want to say too much. But if you're omitting information, essentially you're lying. So it's best not to come out and say anything at all and just let this die over. I mean, Zero was correct when he said that this put a black eye in the game. It really did, because this is not something that I don't think anybody is looking at these video clips or talking about the Trae and Zero situation in a way of trying to celebrate or being excited, or oh my God, Trae The Truth and Zero, they got the fight, and oh, y'all come see this. I don't think it's being presented in that way. People are upset about this. People are really hurt about this. When I saw the video, man, my feelings was hurt about this. Like, it was kind of the same feeling that I had when Will Smith got up there and slapped Chris Rock. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all too important to be going out bad like this. And then getting on the Trae The Truth, the way he got on the video and he was talking. And to be honest with you, Trae The Truth still has a lot of growing up to do. The way that he was talking, it really wasn't in a way of accepting any responsibility at all. He's lacking accountability. At least Zero was able to articulate himself like a grown man and express how he really feel about what happened, even though he didn't tell us everything. We're still wondering what's the source of this beef, but all at the same time, at least he was able to talk in real time about the situation and not deflect from it. Whereas Trae The Truth deflecting, blaming what's circulating in the media on everybody else but him. It ain't like Trae The Truth act like we went and made up a story and now we talking about it and somebody is just out here lying or something. We see the video clips. This is not a made up story, and he's deflecting, and I don't appreciate that. I really don't. I hope these guys find some type of way to come to terms with this, make peace of this, because this ain't what we want to see. This is not what we want to see. It's just not a good look. Octavius Texas Maid says, "Oh yeah, Jay Prince about to call the principal's office." You're funny. Anyway, if you guys are watching the video and have yet to subscribe, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, and if you like the commentary, hit the like button as well. Jay Prince, man, I could go on for days about Jay Prince, because for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what's going on in Houston. Jay Prince got something to do with it somehow, some way. Not even if it's directly, but he I guess he's just so connected because of all the places you do that at Jay Prince place. Megan Thee Stallion into it with Kyle Crawford. Jay Prince got input on it or whatever, but Jay Prince is highly respected, and I think part of Trae The Truth coming out with his video apologizing to the people who he rock with and he know that rock with him, such as like a Jay Prince or whatever. I think he tried to use that moment to apologize in a sense, but it is what it is. Like I say, I hope they're able to work this out. It's unfortunate. It's too much going on. I will give Trae The Truth this. I'm not going to take anything from that man and his efforts and his activism, the things that he do for the city of Houston. The man is out there putting in work. Like, he really does give back to his community. He is a voice for his community, and he ride for his people. At the end of the day, none of us are perfect. We do make mistakes. I am not expecting perfection out of anybody, but I do expect accountability to be taken. That's all that I ask for. You know, he a man, he human, he, you know, both of them. Anybody that was out there doing an altercation, none of them are perfect. You get what I'm saying? So we can't be expecting these people to live and walk a certain type of way just because we have a certain moral compass. So I shout out to Trae The Truth for all of the work that he put in for his city. We can't take that away from that man. I'm still looking for something positive to come out of this, and I'm sure it will. Hopefully, this be the end of whatever beef that they had going on, and we're able to just get back to the music. So, thank y'all so much for joining me. I just had to get that off my chest. I told you I ain't gonna be on here too long. I ain't trying to hold you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. I'm about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
I hope you black men were paying attention. I hope you black men were paying attention.